Okay, how we all doing this morning? We having a good day? Hope we are. So I want to talk about something, because right now there's kind of like radio silence ever since there was a change on Flyp, and I'm just going to tell you about my experience and my thoughts. Okay, so I used Flyp when it was free to share and to follow and all the things that it was offering at the time. But I did not use it to cross-list. I was using List Perfectly. And I started having problems with List Perfectly. Probably my fault. I'm not going to blame that app. I think it was my fault, okay? Because what happened was I ended up having duplicate listings, which we all know is not good, okay? Especially if you sell something on eBay that already sold somewhere else. Really not good, okay? And so I was having some problems with that. And about the time that I noticed it and was trying to figure out what to do about it, Flyp decided that they were going to charge. Now, here's the difference in cost for me. I was paying like $29.95, I think, a month for Flyp. And like I said, I can't blame Flyp for the problems that I was having, because I do think it was user error. But it was becoming a big mess. So I canceled my List Perfectly subscription and imported everything into Poshmark. Okay, I mean, not Poshmark, sorry, Flyp. And Flyp now only costs $9.99 a month. So there's a big savings there. And on List Perfectly, you do have access to a lot of other platforms that you don't have with Flyp. But I just found that some of the other platforms, other than the three major ones that I use, which is eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, I really wasn't getting that many sales. Now on Flyp, you can cross-list on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari, and Depop, but I don't get that many sales on Depop, so I stopped bothering with them. And supposedly Spotify is coming soon. But I really, you know, so I switched over to Flyp, and I'm saving like $20 a month now. And for me, it was just easier to organize my listings. So I've been using Flyp now for several months, and I'm really, really happy with it. You know, I'm not really sure why it went completely silent, but I want to put it out there that and I'm not being paid for this. There's no commission that I get. I don't even have a referral code for you. Sorry, but I don't. I'm still using it for my sharing and following, those kind of things. And then it's just easier for me to organize my listings when I want to cross list. So, for example, when you look at your listings on Flyp, it tells you how many days it's been listed, if it's over 30 or 60, etc. They do it in like 30-day increments. And then you can delist it, because we know that that's important, particularly for eBay. eBay likes it when you take a listing down and then sell similar, right? So it'll take it down off of all your platforms. You can do it in one click, or maybe a couple clicks, but you know, it's very simple. And then get it back up there. And then the process that I use, because eBay is my main platform, it's the one that has the most regulations, it's the one that's got the most details as far as shipping and specifics on the item, etc. I always list my item in eBay first, and then I import it into Flyp and cross-list it onto Poshmark and Mercari. But when I'm listing similar, when I take it down, okay, delist it, and I'm ready to list similar, I always scan the listing on they have what they call a universal form. So I look for spelling errors, if I want to adjust the price, if I want to change the keywords, maybe there's something that I left out of the description. I can edit the pictures. It does have a really good background remover, and then you can put in a new background. They have some colors, nothing fancy like seashores or mountains or anything like that, but it does a really good job most of the time taking the background off of you know, the pictures, which I like that because I think there's something about when you take that background down, I think it changes the thumbprint or whatever the signature, I don't know what the word is, okay, I'm not a techie, but it changes that picture, because I think sometimes these platforms, say you have something that's been listed for say a year or maybe even 2 years, I think it can read those pictures and know that it's an old picture, but when you take that background down, it makes it a new picture, which helps refresh that listing when you sell similar or you repost it, and that will help bump it up in the search because it doesn't feel like it's stale. So, you know, for me, it's really good, a good tool to tweak some of the little things that might help get that item sold where it wasn't maybe moving before. And because of the way it's in the drafts, it's really just pages of drafts. But like right now, I have a bunch of Easter stuff that's just kind of sitting in my drafts. If I feel like it, I can still relist it, or I can just kind of hold it there until next spring. I don't have to pull everything out and take new pictures and worry about where did I put it and, you know, storing those pictures and all that kind of stuff. It's just there, and I can go back in the spring and just put those listings back up if I don't feel like putting them up right now, or I have other things that are more important that I get listed, you know, for what's going on right now. So I like it, and I think for $10 a month for what I'm using it for, those 3 main platforms, it's really worth it. So I don't know what the silence is on the Flyp cross lister, but y'all ought to try it, really, seriously.